Kayla, and I'm a registered dietitian at Wellstar Health Place. And today I want to talk to you about certainly a hot topic, and that is artificial sweeteners, or some of you might know them as non-nutritive sweeteners. They're very popular. People are constantly talking about them, and I feel like we're coming up with new ones all the time. People ask, should I eat them? Should I not eat them? What's right? What's not right? Tell me about artificial sweeteners. So first of all, some of the most popular ones, at least in the past, were called aspartame and sucralose. You know those as Equal, which is aspartame, the blue packet, Splenda, which is in the yellow packet, that's sucralose. We've done a lot of studies on these. They've been in hot debate, but as of right now, they're still fine in moderation. There is nothing wrong with eating those in moderation, as long as you don't feel like they're affecting your sugar cravings in some way. People do find that since these artificial sweeteners are thousands of times sweeter than sugar to your tongue, sometimes it makes you crave more sugar. There's talk that it might even affect your body's own insulin release and blood sugar. So if you feel like they might be affecting you, then you might want to reduce your intake. Now, if you do one or two in your coffee, not that big of a deal. But there are people that are constantly drinking Diet Coke all day, all sorts of drinks and bars that have these in them. So kind of just monitor how much you're doing of those. So when we talk about products that have them in there, you might be surprised at some things that aspartame and sucralose are actually in. If you're trying to avoid them and you want to do more natural sweeteners, even something like muscle milk is really popular, and you might not think it's in there. Again, there's a lot of protein bars that have these things in them. Even something like salad dressing might have it in there. So if you're trying to avoid them, maybe just look at the label. A lot of times now products are using it as a selling point, so you can find something on the label that says no artificial sweeteners, and you can trust that. So another thing that people talk about a lot is stevia, monk fruit, coconut sugar. A lot of these may be more natural sweeteners. Now keep in mind, stevia and a lot of these other sweeteners still are similar in the way that your body processes and absorbs them to aspartame or sucralose, right? They're not sugar. They're still not a lot of calories, really not sugar. So a lot of times your body does not absorb them. So I still feel like doing stevia, monk fruit, things like that, if your body's not absorbing something, I don't think you should be eating a lot of that. But stevia does come from a plant, so you can grow it. So you may argue that it's a little more natural. You can do, these stevia sweet leaf packets, and that would be fine. There's a lot of products that have stevia in it, like this yogurt, which I think is really good, has stevia in it. These True Lemon packs, which are just little packs that you can add to your water, has that in there. So again, stevia here and there, just like aspartame and sucralose, try to not rely on it because it is 1,000 times sweeter on your tongue than sugar. But it can be a good thing if you're trying to cut calories, trying to cut sugar, and want to do a little bit less. Monk fruit, same thing, more along the stevia lines. Something else we want to talk about, though, is sugar alcohol, which I get asked a lot of questions about too. Sugar alcohols, something like erythritol, very popular, and again, protein bars like a Quest bar, they can be over time really irritating to your digestive system. Again, they're very pokey, your body doesn't absorb them, so anything your body doesn't absorb is a little harsh on your intestines sometimes. So if you've got some IBS, some digestive issues, sugar alcohol is probably something you shouldn't eat too often. Okay. Also, something that's similar to sugar alcohol is some of your added fibers, inulin, chicory root. There is some in like these Think Thin bars. Again, not that these bars are bad. I've eaten them sometimes. But if you have some digestive issues, inulin, chicory root, sugar alcohols can be a little bothersome to your digestive system. So all in all, I would say that, artificial sweeteners, non-nutritive sweeteners, things like stevia, aspartame, sucralose, monk fruit, all that stuff, you can do those in moderation. We haven't found any really big reasons why you wouldn't want to do those or you can't do them. But if you feel like you're starting to sort of abuse them, use them very often, if they're affecting your sugar cravings, then you might want to start to reduce that. And it's okay to use a little bit of actual sugar too. You can use a little bit of honey, a little bit of agave. Those are fine as well. At the end of the day, it really is all about just moderation and making sure that you don't too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So if you feel like you need more guidance on, what sugar is right for you, if you should be doing stevia or aspartame or anything like that, or maybe you want to ask about sugar alcohols, you can meet with a registered dietitian. You can meet with me if you'd like. I am at Wellstar Health Place. Just click the link down below for more details.